Hello everyone, this is High Priestess Tana. Thank you for tuning into Tana Temple Healing Works. I hope that everyone is okay today. We're doing all right. And actually, I hope that everyone is finding peace and balance and harmony in their lives right now. This world is so full of different trials and tribulations, so I hope that everybody is feeling good. Yeah, if you want to check out my store on Etsy, I'll provide the link below. But until then, I would like to discuss a few things. So, the first thing I want to talk about is how sex impacts us as humans overall, and why some people are so obsessed with sex. And then I want to segue and talk about Prince's song, DArLiNg NiKki. So I want to talk about that. Also, before I get started, thank you so much for coming to this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for, looking out for a sister. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, like, by viewing my content and all the support, the likes, the views. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber / soul family member, welcome back. And now let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, I would like to talk about how people allow sex to dominate them. And that's why we're suffering in the world, in a sense, when it comes to relationships, right? Because some people look at, I would say, adult entertainment, and that could be going to strip clubs, dealing with escorts, watching adult content creators on OnlyFans or whatever, or actually going to pornographic sites, etc., right? So people want to live out these fantasies by going by what they see on the outside of their residence, their household, or basically what they see on the web when they search the web. There's so many free sites out there that show all this content, and people are sex obsessed. Literally, everything is about a fantasy. Everything is about I want to do this and do that and go to the extreme doing these things. But some people fail to realize that you could be losing out on meeting the love of your life because you got rid of a person because they didn't want to do all these extremely sexually explicit things. And then on top of that, if you're not talking about being serious or intentional with a person, what the hell? It doesn't make sense to me. And I think it's ridiculous how some people want you to go doing all these extreme sexual activities, but what about the connection? What about us coming as one, as a union, and try to learn about each other and communicate with each other and find out our weaknesses and our strengths, and are we even compatible before we even get into how are you in the bed? What can you do? Can you do the splits? Can you, strip on a pole? Do you wear lingerie? Are you shaved down there? Are you not? Or wax down there? What the hell? And then you have so many people who are into polyamory or open relationships and different sexual activities. You have to be careful about that, because a lot of people are polyamorous and they don't tell you that they are. They really don't. They'll lie in your face and be like, I'm not talking to nobody else. Knowing damn well they're going back to an ex, sleeping with them, flirting with them, whatever, or knowing damn well that they got other lovers that they're entertaining, and they're doing everything with these people. Trust. That's why I say go to the clinic. In my older videos, I would stress that, and I'm going to keep stressing that. Even now, go to the clinic, get checked out. People are on bullshit. And these STDs and STIs are through the damn roof. They're astronomical. Don't believe me? Look at CDC. Look at the reports. You have so many cases of HPV, HIV, chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis, herpes, all that stuff is out there. Trust me, all those STIs/STDs are alive and rampant. You're not exempt. Trust me. And I believe that the porn industry also pretty much, it's like this, I call it like mind control that they so-called allegedly have over people. Because when people want to get into relationships, people don't realize that they're screwing up what could be a beautiful relationship just because this person isn't sucking dick every day. Or just because this person isn't trying to have a threesome. Or this person doesn't want to use all these sex toys and do all these aggressive sexual acts or perversions or whatever. Are you serious? We're adults here. And if that's all you're fixated on is if I could bend both my legs back, bust a Chinese split, deep throat and all this other shit, then we don't need to be in a relationship. If that's all, I'm not saying don't have a healthy, balanced, explorative, thrilling sex life. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying get to know a person first, because you don't want to end up in some of these other people's shoes. Trust me, it's not a pretty sight going to the doctor thinking that you've contracted something, especially you can't get rid of. Shit is real out here, family. It's real. And that's how you know if a person has that Jezebel or Ahab spirit, because if that's all they want to come to you, be like, oh, I think you sexy, I want to do this and that with you, I want to create an OnlyFans with you, I want to put a stripper pole in your room, I want to do this, I want to do this. And what about us vibing? What about us getting to know one another? What about us having a healthy conversation? What about us just vibing off of, movies and our interest? And what book did you read last? What's your favorite dish? Do you like to cook? What wine do you like to drink? You know what I mean? What do you like to do in your spare time? Yeah, those are like the pleasantries and all that, as I like to call them. But also just, I want to see what makes you tick.